Hello, creative freelancers and solopreneurs. Welcome to Coaching for Creatives. Today's conversation is all about business basics, the foundation of setting up any creative business for success, for really laying down those key elements that are going to give you confidence moving forward, that are going to help you treat your business like a business and feel like a confident professional. And I'm sure you've heard it before, to treat your business like a business. And maybe you think that that's what you're already doing. Many of us are already in the practice of doing a lot of these business basics. So if you have been running your business for a while and you're thinking, you know what, I've got the basics down, I'm definitely intermediate or advanced, still stay tuned, because what could happen is you could get all of the things that you're doing validated and feel even more confident, or you may be reminded of things that are missing that you could start to include more of, and maybe start to create and build that foundation for success. So business basics and treating your business like a business. Treating your business like a business, gang, people say it all the time. And when we're talking about it, what we're really saying is a couple of very specific things. One, separate your business from your personal. Yep, I'm going to say it again. Separate business from personal. Separate your finances in terms of your bank accounts so that you have a personal bank account and a business bank account. And what that does is that starts to separate your self-worth from your net worth, your personal value, your intrinsic value as a human being, as an amazing self-expressed creative, separating that from the net worth or the sales of your business. Which brings me to the third thing that you want to really separate is your sales revenue from your personal income. Sales revenue is all about what your sales are in your business, but you need to eat even if you're not necessarily having revenue in your business. So really separating your bank accounts, your self-worth from your net worth, and your personal income from your sales revenue. And in order to do most of that, well, at least in order to do the last piece, the second thing you need to do to treat your business like a business is to know your numbers. And I know for a lot of creatives, there's a lot of fear and uncertainty and a feeling of not really having been trained or know what you're doing when it comes to knowing your numbers. So I'm going to give you a little bit of compassion and say, I totally get that. From an objective point of view. My background is in financial management and marketing communications. So knowing my numbers, I actually turn to my numbers for comfort. I turn to my numbers to get that truth and reality. When my brain is spinning and making up things about my business, I go back to my numbers and I look at the reality of what is so in my business. So knowing your numbers is getting really clear about what does your lifestyle cost? What do you need for that personal income? Getting really clear about what does your business cost, whether you have clients or not. There's a cost to opening up your doors. There's a cost to just kind of running your business. So, making sure that you're paying attention to what are those costs of running your business. And then once you do have clients, there's expenses related to that as well. So you want to have you want to know your numbers for your personal income. You want to know your numbers for your business costs. You want to understand what it costs you to serve your client so that you can set meaningful sales goals. And meaningful sales goals, you might think, well, I don't really care about the money. It's not the money. If you're in business, you care about the money. If you want to be successful in business, you need to care about the money, which means you need to know your numbers. And the know your numbers part, gang, I cover that in depth in my pricing classes. And I've got another pricing for creatives class coming up in the end of November. And I have my signature spreadsheet with lots of colors, and it's super easy to understand. And so if numbers is somewhere that you're stuck, definitely reach out to me so that you can find out more about how to create that piece of your strong business foundation. So we've got treat your business like a business is our topic today. And the first thing you want to do is separate your business from personal. The next thing that you want to do is you want to know your numbers. The third thing that you want to do is you want to start to be mindful. Oh, no, this is an optional one. I'm going to put it in there as optional because, you know, some people do better with different business models than other people. And this business model is something that really works for me, which is to pay yourself a predictable income. Pay yourself a salary. So I say it like, oh yeah, that's super easy. Pay yourself a salary. But how do you actually do that? How you actually do that. I'm just reading some of the comments here as we're going through. We've got show me the money, and pricing class was awesome. And definitely I suggest if you even did it the first time, this new evolution of the pricing class is amazing. And part of the pricing class, I'm going to teach you how to do predictable income, how to set up your business so that you are getting that salary every month, whether or not your revenue is riding the typical income roller coaster of the gig economy. You can still set up your business to pay you a consistent and regular salary. And I know you've heard that, and the question comes up again and again. How do I actually do that? Well, I show you how in the pricing class, but if you want to DM me or you want to put it in the comments, I'm happy to explain to you how to do that. And in fact, I have an ebook download that you can just go ahead and grab off my resources page that will tell you exactly how to set up your business for predictable income. So we've got separate your business from your personal. We've got know your numbers, pay yourself a salary. The next thing that we want to talk about is managing your personal resources. So regardless of what size of a business you're in, whether you're a solopreneur or whether you're an agency and have lots of subcontractors, no matter whether or not you've been in business for 5 minutes or 5 years, all of us has team. And team is a clever acronym for how we can manage our personal resources. So if each of us has team, team is an acronym that stands for time, energy, assets, and mindset. And these are the resources that we invest into our business. They are the only resources that we get to invest into our business. And it's what we're trading into the marketplace in exchange for money. So it makes, we really need to understand how to manage and leverage our personal resources. So let's start with time. Many of us struggle with time management, struggle with setting boundaries. So again, we're talking about that, creating the difference between work and personal. So creating a time boundary. Here's a challenge for you, gang. If you are feeling struggle with time, you are not getting things done, or you feel overwhelmed or overworked, take a little inventory of where you're currently spending your time this week. Here's a hint. There are 168 hours in a week, and just pay attention to where you're currently investing your time, how you're currently leveraging your time, and see if that might be a place where you could make some adjustments to set up your creative business for greater success. The next thing is effort and energy. So we want to be mindful of our effort and energy. You know that there are clients out there that are totally PITA clients. You charge the same price as you do for the clients that you love, but you end up, even if you don't spend more time on the work, you end up spending more energy. It just feels like it's harder work, and it takes more effort, and it's just not the stuff that makes you shine and really leverages your self-expression and leverages your energy and your effort. You are the most integral thing to your creative freelance business. You must have the energy and time to be able to serve your clients. So being mindful of that and being intentional about how you manage and leverage those two resources. The third personal resource in your team is the assets. And assets, I think we often think of it as money, but it includes your money. And for some of us who are at the beginning stage, or maybe we have shifted our focus and we're going after a new market, there might be a delay or a lag until we start earning revenue. So we want to have a money strategy for that. We want to get real about our assets and about the money assets and how we can leverage those assets in our business to create even more success for ourselves. Other assets, though, that we don't really consider as assets are things like our skills. When was the last time you did a skills inventory? Other assets that I can think of are things like knowledge, friends, contacts, relationships, circle of influence, our gear, our equipment, our portfolios, content we've created, the value of having an email list, of having followers. All of those things are considered assets, and you might be richer than you think. So I encourage you to have a look at your assets as a resource and see, are you really being intentional with those assets? Are you managing that resource well? Are you leveraging it to its full capability? The final personal resource that we are going to leverage is our mindset. And even though I'm talking about mindset at the end here, mindset is one of the most important things when it comes to really taking any action in our life. Because here's the deal. If you look at the results that you currently have in your life, if you look around you and you look at the clients you have, or the money you have, or the followers you have, or the assets you have that because you took action. Or you don't have it because you did not take action. The results that we have in our life are coming from the actions that we take or the actions that we don't take. In order to take an action, though, we have to feel and believe that that action is going to get us the result that we want. So it's actually our feelings and our beliefs that influence whether or not we take an action and whether or not we get the result. You all know this. You know when you're unmotivated and you just don't feel like it and you think it's going to be a big drag. It's so hard to take action when we're having those feelings and those thoughts. So when we're talking about your mindset as a resource, it's one of the main ways that you can take immediate action and start creating an immediate transformation and start seeing immediate results by managing your mindset and finding ways to look at your current feelings and thoughts and beliefs and transform them into feelings and thoughts and beliefs that empower you to take the actions that are going to get you the results that you want in your business. So gang, I know that this feels super fundamental on a lot of levels, and that's exactly why I'm sharing it with you, because I think sometimes we get so focused on marketing or getting new clients or posting on social media that we forget to just have a look and make sure that our foundation is solid. Make sure that we have those business basics dialed in. The last business basic, if you haven't ever done it, is follow the rules, gang. Follow the law, register your business, pay taxes, use contracts, do the stuff, play by the rules. The more that you can do the business basics, the more that you're going to feel confident in your business, the more that you're going to feel like you're a professional, and the more likely, because you feel and think and believe that you're a professional, the more likely it is that you're going to show up as a confident, creative freelancer or solopreneur when you go out to market or you go out to network, or even when you sit down to think about your day and to think about where you're going to focus in the day. Setting these basics is always a really great default thing to go back to and look at, what can I do in my basics to set myself up for success right now? So that was a lot of information. Hopefully some of it was review. Let me know what stood out with you. Was there any ahas for you? Anything that you thought, yep, this was great in terms of validating what you're already doing in your business? Or is there any area that you'd like me to speak more to and to maybe bring to our next Coaching for Creatives? I'm Ora McKay. I'm the founder of Business of Creativity, and I am committed to your success. Please contact me and let me know how I can support you in your creative business. Have a great day, gang. Thanks so much for watching.